It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Falcons coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates. And I think we have a fairly interesting one here.
And Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
Play action, it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Newton to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Newton. He gets it to Thomas. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Vic operating on first down. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. A gain of 6 there on first.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Vic. Screen play, Anderson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And some room to work. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup there on the run.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Anderson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give to Anderson here, out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw it here. Vic. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, That's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Touchdown! It's complete. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Newton on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, baby.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on second down. Newton got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the red zone now, Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So here's Vic following the interception. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing, Vic. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Anderson. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Vic. He's got White here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 30 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took out that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll run on first down. Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Vic now. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run. Anderson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Koo for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Newton now to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. For Cam Newton, the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He completes it right side to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Vic. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now here's Vic. On the left side, a catch by White. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Play action now, Vic. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, Anderson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down and 7. Vic readies to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bravion Roy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And all Wilson over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Fights him off. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Slide for the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Vick will look to throw on first down. A dump off this time for Andrews. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. To throw, Vick. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That throw by Vick, incomplete.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on one, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They begin here with a run by Andrews. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Vic's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Vic operating on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Vic to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. It'll be Vic once more. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Newton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play action. It's Newton. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Newton. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Vic now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Vic. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites, and that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Breaks a tackle, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Vic readies to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Andrews. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On play action, Vic. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Falcons get a bit closer. You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's about that time. Come on, 20.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 111 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Take that.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Here's Newton. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Koo now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far, and here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start the drive with Anderson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd and 9, Vick over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Vick. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Vick now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On second down, Anderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. Shifts by at the 15. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Coup for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Falcons grab it.
so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Handoff comes to Anderson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Vick. The left side completion to Jones. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Andrews. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He shakes him off. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Vick to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Newton on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off play action. Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Touchdown! It's the Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey connection. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Falcons offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
You got tight right there.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Vick. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Got him. Let's
The
go, boys.
defense
Let's go.
rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And he was plus 5 seconds there with the football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Vick. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Clock running and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Vick to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Throwing the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now Newton and the Panthers down by a field goal, less than 90 seconds to go. And no other way to say it, they have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete here. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiving drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, Newton, 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, Anderson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.